I thought what everyone thinks about CrossFit, which is, man, I suck at this. Like, how could I be so bad at something? I was supposed to be into fitness, and there was this kind of workout that floored me so hard. I thought, I gotta do this. I gotta chase this.
Why do you think you qualified this year?
Couple. I mean, there's always a bunch of factors. I'd say some of it was there were definitely some big names missing from the region. So there's a couple of spots freed up. Like Rob wasn't there, and obviously Ricky's out. But coming fourth gives me a bit of confidence. Like if Rob had been there, maybe I still would have made fifth. But definitely a big factor was the barbell being back. So the workouts just suited me a bit more. That's always, whether people want to admit it or not, that's always a big factor, especially for those of us who aren't, you know, the top one or two guys. I'm Royce Dunne, full-time CrossFit coach here at CrossFit Torian in Brisbane, and I guess full-time athlete as well now. So all growing up through school, I played AFL. My dad's from Melbourne, so he loves AFL. It's not big up here in Queensland, but AFL for about 9-10 years, a couple of years of tennis during high school. I remember when I was first, I was doing some PT for about a year and just doing your classic bro strength that I've been doing a couple of years, and I knew I was really unfit. I'm not playing any sport anymore, I don't run, I don't do anything. And one of the PTs said, oh, have you heard of this CrossFit thing? Like, literally never heard that word before. He said the workouts are free online, check it out, and build some conditioning. And when I first started trying it, I thought, this is more than fitness. Like, my legs are getting smashed with wall balls and like throwing weights around. Like, this is hard. And it was just so fun. All different movements, every day was a different workout. You never get bored of anything. And it really was filling that gap of not doing sport. It had a really high athletic feel to it. Like, I was doing movements that you just don't normally do, learning new movements. You're throwing weight up and over your head really fast. It feels so much more athletic than just benching and squatting and bent over rows and bicep curls. So it appealed to me in that it was so unique, the combination of movements. No one was doing something like this out in the normal Globo world, and it was so fun. You get to exercise that athlete muscle that I wasn't doing after quitting sports. 2013 Open was my first Open, and I was, I kind of, like everyone does, thought, I'm pretty good at this now. I've been doing it for 6-7 months. I'm pretty strong. Like, I can shape up. Like, how good are these CrossFit guys online anyway? And that absolutely destroyed me, that first Open. That like humbled me. Well, humbled me in a way that like I realized, oh, people are better at this than I thought. I didn't know how long it had been around for, how much people did it. And I think my finish, I want to say I was in the thousands for sure in Australia. I'm not sure exactly where. I mean, put it this way, I couldn't even finish the double unders in that wall ball double under workout. I didn't have them yet. I got like 40 double unders, and I did them all one at a time. 2015, had a really good run. First kind of 3 or 4 weeks, I was in the top 30 at the time. And then first ever year of handstand push-ups. And it's like anything in the Open, you know if you're bad or good at something, but you don't really know until you put up against everyone else in the region. And I realized, oh man, it's a big weakness. I dropped down to I think 120th or something. That one workout like knocked me out. So 2018 was a bit of a journey, because once again, we were thinking, it was CJ's last year here at the gym. He's going to get transferred as in the Air Force every 3-4 years. You have to move. So his last year here with us. April was with us now, and we really thought, they announced the teams were down to 4 people now at the Invitational last year. So we thought, we could do a super team. Like, let's do it. And about halfway through the Open, or right before the Open started, April was like, no, I really want to go individual again. She had a year off from injury. me and CJ were like, all right, well, we'll go individual then. And the open was, I was definitely fitter, definitely better, year on, just always better, but there's still some weaknesses, and workout number 3 with the double unders really threw me for a loop. And it was a very emotional roller coaster ride, because it kind of hit me like, man, if I'm still have these kinds of holes in the open, and I was kind of sliding out of the top 30 at that point, then what chance do I really have at regionals? Individual games is probably not going to happen this year, and so it kind of felt like a bit hollow. Like, what am I playing for if I'm just going to come 12th instead of 13th at regionals this year, or whatever, even get worse maybe. It was kind of like, I wish we'd go in team and we'd give us something to aim for, because we probably definitely make the games as a team. And so I kind of finished off the open, obviously going as hard as you can, always, you don't know what's going to happen, always got to finish strong. So gave it my best efforts week 4 and 5, and got back up into 32nd again. So consistent finish with last year. And I kind of, by that point, I'd kind of heard some talk about it, but I was pretty sure I'd get an invite, so I wasn't freaking out about that. But it was still kind of a bit hollow, like, oh man, if I can't even make the top 30 legit, like, that's a pretty good showing that maybe regionals is not going to go amazing for me. I just did each workout to the best of my ability, which this year just happened to be placing me really high. And so by the end of the second day, I was sitting in 7th, only 10 points out, and I thought, wow, I knew event 5 was going to be great, but event 6 could be awesome, and that's where all the fairy tales come true, right, in the last event. And event 5 was going to plan, like make up ground through the box step overs and the lunges, but on about probably the 12th rep in or something, really early on, one of the first sets, just totally lazy, not paying attention, just trying, just being a bit unfocused, I've rolled my ankle pretty bad. Like, I went down with the dumbbells, like I knew something wasn't right, but I still could kind of use the foot. It didn't hurt a lot at the time. I thought, oh, keep going, finish the event. It could just be a rolled ankle, it could be nothing, like don't stress. Finished that event, not how I wanted to place, but it wasn't too bad. Didn't knock me out of the top 10. So when I was back after the event, I thought, well, I've made the final heat. One of the awesome Karis down there, he treats April a lot, Ben Raffaello, he was just so confident with me. He's like, don't worry, man, we're gonna fix this. Let me see the ankle. Nah, we'll be right. You'll be fine for event 6. And I was like, okay, if you say so. By this point, it was fat, it was throbbing, like I could barely walk on it, but he was so confident. So got me in the ice bath, did some treatment, the swelling, I brought the swelling down heaps instantly, strapped it up. He's like, look, with the weight of the thruster and the adrenaline, you'll get the range you need in the ankle, you'll get below parallel. He's like, just go for it, man. Mike, my coach, is firing me up, telling me like, this is how it happens, man. Every story is written like this. You're only like 22 points out, win the event, and you're in. Like, it's simple as that, right? Just win the event. And then Shane Orr comes over, he's saying the same thing. He's like, it's simple, Royce. Just go out there and hurt like you've never hurt before, and like let it go, let it fall where it may. And the event started, and I jumped on the rope and slipped off it on the first rep. And so it was the best thing that happened, because my brain just flipped to fight or flight mode, absolute panic. And so from then on, I didn't even remember the event until the last 4 reps, because I was just on autopilot, freaking out, adrenaline through the roof, ripped in, didn't even feel my foot. And I didn't know, I'd done kind of basic math. I didn't really know how it would shake out. I didn't know where guys had finished. But at that point, I just had a feeling like, I think I've done it.